Hey everybody, I'm getting ready to head to the range to teach a seminar here in Central Texas, so I thought I'd take a second to talk a little bit about the next step in how we prioritize our training. One of the things that we have to watch for as we're doing this is this tendency to say, okay, I have enough. I've done enough of jiu-jitsu. I've done enough shooting. I've done enough medical training. What's the next step? And there's the underlying implication then that we have an end state, right? That we're going to reach, and then we can be done with training almost. And I think that's, whether we can talk about whether that's actual or not, whether you can actually get to that point or not, I think it's dangerous to think about it and to have that in your brain. To say, okay, all I'm looking to do is to get here. Okay, that's cool. That's kind of like saying, all I want to do is have $10,000 in savings. Okay, but why not have 15, 20, 100,000, 500,000? Why not have more? You can say, oh, this is sort of my minimum. That's cool. But why wouldn't you want more? And I think that's what we need to look at when we're talking about training. Rather than saying what's good enough, we should have this idea of there's no destination. We're on the path and we're heading towards a destination, but we're never going to get there. We're never going to be good enough. There's always going to be something we can do to make ourselves better, to work a little bit harder. And it's the funny thing, if you talk to anybody who survived a violent encounter, whether it's with shooting, hand-to-hand, whatever, none of them ever say, I had enough training. Or none of them ever say, I wish I didn't waste time on training. They're always like, I should train more. I should do more. Most guys that you talk to who have survived something, they're always looking, well, how do I improve? How do I not let that happen the next time? So try to keep in mind while we're doing all this stuff, yes, we want to prioritize. Yes, we want to make sure that we're doing the best we can and work the best program. But the end state is, as a lifestyle, is something that we're going to do over and over and over and over again, no matter what. If we try to make it, hey, I'm done now, I've reached the goal line, yeah, okay. I think that's always going to drag on your training. It's always going to be something that's going to hold you back. There was a book I read early 80s, and it's a very powerful thing, and I can't remember the author, and I'm sorry about that, guys, but the book was called Mastery, and it was sort of a mental approach to getting better at something, how you become more. And the thing that stuck with me about the book, among everything else, was this line he basically wrote towards the beginning of the book, and he basically said, mastery is a path, not a destination. And I think that is the most powerful way to approach it, because everybody in life who's accomplished something good, something excellent, they did not settle for good enough. So keep training, keep doing this. Yes, we want to train, but try to remove a goal of, if I get here, I can stop training. You can say, I want to get to this point to be good enough to protect myself and my loved ones. That's great, but that's not the end state. That's just a milestone along the path, but we still have more. Okay? So hope that helped, or at least kind of brought things into perspective about what we're doing. We'll come back and talk about the next step. Okay?